Glad you made it back, everybody. Today, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is holding the line against Biden's open border Democrat policies. Today, he announced new measures requiring all state employees to use E-Verify, employers, I should say, increased penalties for human smuggling, and invalidating all out-of-state licenses for illegal aliens. Last week, he signed a bill to expand his illegal alien relocation program, allowing the transport of illegals anywhere in the country. DeSantis arguing some of these folks going to these sanctuary jurisdictions are in much better circumstances than just being stranded somewhere with nowhere to go. Joining me now is Brevard County, Florida Sheriff Wayne Ivey and Texas Scorecard publisher Michael Quinn Sullivan, two representatives in two conservative states. Welcome, gentlemen. Until now, red states have shouldered the burden of the Democrats' open border policies. It's time for these self-proclaimed sanctuary cities and states to have all the joys that come with illegal immigration. Am I right, Sheriff? Oh, the sheriff can't hear us. Well, okay, well, Michael, I guess that's going to be teed up for you. Michael Quinn Sullivan, what do you think? Isn't it time that these left-wing blue jurisdictions put their pro-illegal immigration policies where their mouth is or where their money is?
Yeah, look, they have been writing checks for the rest of us for a really long time. They have been telling us that their ideology requires us to bear the burden, not just the fiscal burden, Chris, but they requires us to bear the burden of law enforcement, of health care, of the health care problems in our communities brought by these illegal aliens, brought by these invaders in a lot of ways. And look, if they are so hip to have them, let them have them. That's what they want. So let's give them what they say they want. But what we're finding is they really don't want it.
Sheriff, I'm going to tee up that question for you because it was really originally intended for you. I mean, shouldn't these jurisdictions that say, hey, we love illegal immigration, we promote illegal immigration, shouldn't they be forced now to actually step forward and basically deal with Joe Biden's and the Democrats' illegal immigration crises? Sheriff, are you able to hear me? Okay, yeah, he's not hearing us. Okay, Michael, I'm going to come back. Oh, there he is. Okay, Sheriff, go ahead, sir. Tee that one up.
Yeah, so I couldn't hear the. I've been watching the intro, and I can tell you this: Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis is going to do what it takes to protect Florida's citizens and the United States of America. This overrun of borders, this open borders that the current administration has allowed, has put everybody in our country at risk. We're seeing it every day, the influx of fentanyl, the influx of drugs, human trafficking, everything. So Governor Ron DeSantis has said enough is enough, and he is putting measures into place to protect Florida citizens.
Yep. Folks, it's live TV, so sometimes technology cooperates with us, sometimes it doesn't. Michael, I'm going to go back to you. Now, you and I are citizens of the state that started this illegal alien relocation program. DeSantis' new proposal to crack down on employers and screening IDs for illegal aliens is pretty bold. Do you think other states that don't support illegal immigration should be implementing similar measures?
Look, either we are serious about confronting illegal immigration or we're not. And part of that has to include the magnets that draw them in, the things that I guess you'd call them the tools that Americans use to take advantage of these people. We should be committed to not attracting illegal immigration or rewarding illegal immigration. And something like E-Verify helps us. Look, you and I are guys who don't like government mandates, but on the other hand, we also like protecting our nation. E-Verify is it's a pretty easy step. It's a pretty easy thing to do. You're already collecting people's social security numbers, their W-2s, and all the paperwork you have to do to employ someone. Let's make sure that they're here legally. Let's make sure that we're only hiring people who are allowed to be hired legally. In the state of Texas, that only applies to government agencies and to contractors. There's legislation before the Texas legislature while they meet right now that would expand that to all employers in Texas, but it needs to be nationwide. It's not just a Florida problem. It's not just a Texas problem. It's a national problem.
Right. And I, as your liberty-loving Latino, can assure everybody out there, this is going to be regarded as a controversial statement, but it's not. Illegal aliens don't have the right to be in the United States of America. You don't have a right to come to America illegally. Sheriff, last thing for you. The Department of Homeland Security has announced a new rule meant to replace Title 42 when it ends in May. The measure automatically presumes border crossers are ineligible for asylum. The vast majority of them are, as they're coming into the United States, if they have failed to claim asylum in another country first. That's the Trump policy. Sheriff, your thoughts on this?
Well, as you look at this policy, and as you said, it's the Trump policy. We should have had our border secured in this manner for a long time. What we're actually doing in having left them open this long is exposing Americans to all of the problems that's been created by this, Chris. If we just stop for a minute and say, how can we protect those that we already have here without securing our borders, without making sure that the people that are coming here have the proper asylum requirements, without making sure the people that are coming here for the right reasons, how can we even look our citizens in the face and say we're protecting them?
Great points all. Sheriff Wayne Ivey and Michael Quinn Sullivan, gentlemen, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.